What's up, YouTube? This is Ultra Rai, and today I'm going to go over dealing with stagger pressure because it was requested that I go over it. Now, dealing with stagger pressure is difficult, but it is easier if you know your opponent's options. So I have Lee May set up to do four things. She's going to do 1-2 into 1-2, and that works because 1-2 is plus 2, and the second one starts up in 7 frames. So 1-2 into 1-2 is a frame trap, but it does start off as a high. And then I'm going to have 1-2 into throw, and then 1-2 into backdash with a 12 frame mid, and then 1-2 into a 17 frame plus 3 back 3. And so there's a lot of frames there, right? If she does 1-2 into back 3, there's a 15 frame gap. But if they established you to block, they can get away with that, right? So even though you're like, oh, why would someone throw out a 15 frame move after their plus 2? Because they think you're going to respect the plus 2 and keep blocking, so they're going to get away with it. These are all options that are common for them to do, right? So let's do 1-2 into 1-2, right? 1-2, 1-2. If I know they're going to do that, I can do two things, right? I can duck and down one, or I can micro duck, right? I can micro duck and get me a combo. Now, if I just now if I think they're going to throw after the 1-2 like this, I can do two things, right? I can duck and get a full combo, or I can just mash him out of it. A, a throw is 10 frames, and she's only plus 2 after 1-2, so I can just hit a jab button and I'm going to win the trade. There we go. So you can just hit a button. The thing is, if she doesn't throw, right, and she goes for 1-2, I'm going to get hit every time because there's a 5 frame gap between 1-2 and 1-2. So those are just two options, though, right? She can also backdash and go for a mid. If she thinks I'm going to throw out a poke, and I'm going to get punished every time. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to try to down one because that's going to beat a down one is going to beat this, and a down one is going to beat this, right? And you could technically micro duck both of them. But if she's like, Lee May's like, okay, so now I know that they're going to try to duck this and throw it a down one. They're going to backdash, and I'm going to get punished every single time. But the thing is, if they go for that, right, I can chase them, right? I can chase their backdash and get a combo, or right there, right? So it's a risk for her to backdash, but she's assuming that I'm going to do something specific. Maybe she's conditioned me to hit a button, and now I hit a button, and now I'm getting comboed. Now we're going to go into, she does 1-2 into back 3, which is 17 frame startup. So there's a 15 frame gap between the 1-2 and the back 3. So if I'm like, okay, I've been respecting her, I feel like she's going to try to get more plus frames because back 3 is plus 3. I'm going to, just hit a button. There's a 15 frame gap. You can do a lot of things. I'm going to hit a 12 frame mid. There's a lot of things that you can do if there's that many frames in between. But are you going to choose the right option? Staggering comes down to knowing your opponent's options and choosing the right options. If you notice during a match that Lee Mays or anyone is doing something into a backdash and catching your button, hit a different button. Don't just keep hitting the same button and keep on getting hit. And that is how you deal with stagger pressure. It is not the easiest thing in the world to do, but I promise you, if you know your opponent's options and you see how your opponent's playing, you can deal with it. But if you don't know your opponent's options, you're just throwing out whatever. You're guessing at that point. And you might guess wrong and you might get comboed. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with just blocking, right? Now, some people can combo off of a throw, but let's take Lee May, for example, right? Ooh, she threw me. She got 120 damage, and now I'm full screen. It's not that big of a deal if most characters throw you. So that's just something that I just wanted to go over. I know it was requested. If I missed anything in this video, let me know. If you need more explanation, let me know. I appreciate the support, y'all, and have a fantastic day.